Welcome to Pathways to Aviation's Career Symposium. This is our final activity of a week-long celebration of aviation careers. It's been quite the journey, not only getting here to the symposium, but the symposium itself. We've had an amazing time meeting with industry leaders where we've conducted live interviews, we've hosted panel discussions, we learned about hot jobs, and we're also sharing career tips. We've welcomed high school and college students from across the country. We've allowed teachers to share our activities with their classes. We have introduced candidates to recruiters and employers. We have, I believe, recruited a new wave of mentors. So we're pretty excited about how the Career Symposium was orchestrated. We certainly achieved our goals with it, and we encourage everybody who's participated on these calls to get in touch with us and take it to the next step. Whether you're a teacher looking to impress this upon more students, if you're somebody who's looking to enter the industry, either as a young person or a second career, let's connect. If you're an employer looking for talent both tomorrow and months or years from now, let's talk, because we've created something special here and we want to see this aviation industry blossom in some incredible ways. Today we're talking about job searching. Now, when you mention job searching to somebody or you ask them what it is, they may just say, well, when I need a job or when I need money, I find a job and I apply. And then I wait. And then I get a phone call saying you've been hired. Now, that may happen for some successfully. And that's usually for those first-time jobs when you're in high school, or maybe some entry-level jobs, or maybe when you have a connection who hooks you up, a family member, a friend who says, I need somebody, and you get hired. But for the rest of us, it's a little bit more difficult. Now, when you go to apply, and you apply for that job, and nowadays, we're going online to find those jobs. The days of finding the job in the paper are a little obsolete. We all go online, and there are a variety of platforms from which to use. I mean, this morning we met with jsfirm.com. They're one of them. When you go online and you see this great job, the worst thing you can do is react. And when I say react, I mean apply. Don't apply for that job yet. We'll go through some steps right now to let you understand why it is you want to take a breath, a step back, and then proceed. But I can't impress this upon people more often. Don't just react when you find a job online. Some may succeed, but you don't want to be a name or a number. You want to be a captive audience, somebody compelling. You want to be a known entity when they receive that application on the opposite end. So I want to take the job search back a ways. Now I want to start by saying there's no better time to look for a job than now. And I might be speaking to the middle or high school student right now. Start the process now. Don't wait. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're a senior in college in the second semester right before graduation to apply for jobs. Start now. You don't have to apply, just start the process. So you do that by identifying your career interests. What is it you want to do? Or what is it you want to accomplish in life? What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? When you understand those things, and for many high school and college students, they just don't know what they want to do with their lives. But when they hone in on their hobbies and their just general interests, there might be a nugget in there that tells them, oh, wow, I can actually build a career around this interest or this hobby. So take a good hard look at your career interests, and they may change over time. So continually massage them and update them or delete or add, but know what you want to do. That gives you the foundation to begin a little bit of research. Research the industry that particular job can be in. And I'll give an example. If you want to be in marketing, You can be in any industry, including aviation. So take a look at your career interests and conduct research. You might create a list of potential employers. Now, when you do that, track everything. Use a notepad, use Excel, use a database, whatever it is, track everything. So when you identify those employers and you conduct a little research on each, and when you research the employers, you're looking to learn more about the employer. So you want to track their URL, maybe some primary email addresses and contact names, where they're located, their specialties, maybe their mission statement or purpose statements, all kinds of information, who you know there, what jobs they're hiring now, what they're looking for in new hires in those positions. Start tracking everything. Now with that, whenever they post a job announcement, or whenever you see a job announcement for any specialty you're looking to pursue, read it thoroughly. You don't have to apply for that job, but read it thoroughly to find some nuggets. What are they looking for in those hires for those positions? Are they asking for certain soft skills, hard skills, certifications, backgrounds, interests? Are there instructions with those job announcements? Please apply this way, or please have like prerequisites. Make sure you have a high school diploma, college degree, master's, whatever. Identify all those. So as you're tracking the employers, you might also track different types of jobs being offered and put in some information about each. Nobody does this, but those who do will succeed, I guarantee you. So take a look at those job descriptions. Now, when you're ready to actually apply, you're going to be so knowledgeable about what employers are looking for in these job announcements and job positions that when you come across through your resume, your cover letter, and the interview, you're going to be coming across as being very knowledgeable and passionate. The more research you do, the more passionate you are. The more passionate you are, the more confident you are. The more confident you are, without being egotistical, the more successful you might set yourself up to be. As you're doing the research, all throughout life, when you get the job and beyond, make connections. It doesn't matter where or who, make connections. So you can be lying at a coffee shop, grocery store, at church, in school. I always give the example of, well, pre-COVID, when you're in school and you're sitting in a chair or a desk, look to your left, look to your right, and say hello. Never sit with friends, always sit with people with whom you don't know, to meet new people, to make new connections. You never know who they know that can hook you up. They don't know that you might be able to hook them up somehow, whether it's with a job, an idea, a new friend, whatever it is. Make connections all the time. Now, if you're introverted, you can still make connections. It's just a little tougher. You can also do it electronically, but make connections. Now, in a professional landscape, whenever you are pursuing your career, you're going to a networking event, you're joining an association, whichever it might be, meet as many people as possible, and don't just meet them, but develop relationships and have verbal exchanges. Verbal exchanges lead to email exchanges, which lead to more verbals, and then so on and so forth. Track those with whom you meet. Track your relationship with them. Track where they work, who they know. I'm telling you, this will work. Now, there is a tracking mechanism that can help you in all this, at least with your connections, and that's called LinkedIn. LinkedIn isn't just there for you to put up a profile. It's there for you to track your connections. You're also making new connections as you're on it, but you can track your connections, and then you can go back and drop them a simple note. Hey, how are you? How are you dealing with COVID? What's going on in your life? Are you hiring? Those types of connections can really work to your advantage. Now, the next is important. Be career ready. I can't tell you how many resumes I receive, whether it's from a high school student, college student, or a job seeker, and they're just not street ready. and they send them to me. Please review this. Let me know if you have any thoughts. By the way, I have already sent this to XXXX employer. And I read it and I say, holy cow, this is not street ready. This cannot be sent. This should not be sent for a couple of reasons. One, it's full of, or it's weak or full of errors. Two, if you go to reapply at that company or with that recruiter, chances are they're going to remember you, remember your resume, and disqualify you on the spot. Becoming career ready allows you to hone in on your skills, specifically, clean, update, revise your resume, make it compelling, understand how you can articulate your goals, interests, experiences in a verbal format. That's called networking, interviewing, you name it. And if you can do all three, you've put the package together where you might actually succeed in a job interview. We've designed a career readiness certification program that does just that. It takes you through a process where you get to identify and learn your soft skills, identify your hard skills and certifications and other opportunities, work on your resume until it's street ready, work on your elevator pitch, which is part of why we talk about your why statement. Learn how to interview. You get the whole package. Now, our little certification program is free. Take advantage of it. You could be 15 years old, you could be 55 years old. We don't care, because we want to prepare you for success in the workplace. Not just winning the job interview, but success in the workplace. With that, and again, we're talking about the job search process, use multiple resources. We happen to think what we have to offer students and job seekers is pretty darn great, but don't rely on just us. Utilize other resources. This can be groups like jsfirm.com. It can be groups like that were represented the entire week this week who can provide a resource to you. This is other job board sites. This is other groups that help individuals fine-tune their career plans and take them forward. Don't just use us, use many. We hope that you use us because we want to be a catalyst in making you successful. But if you put all your eggs in one basket, you're limiting yourself, you're limiting your opportunities. And with the more baskets you put yourself in, you're going to meet many more new people. Of course, it is the aviation industry. We all sort of seem to know each other, but still, now you have multiple references when you go to apply or interview for those jobs. The 10th tip I can offer you is the best. Have fun. The job search process, if not approached positively, could really hold you back. Have fun with it. This is your life. Take advantage of it. Be intentional. Don't wait. Start now. Make those connections. If anything else, start making connections. Those connections will help you identify if you really want to pursue that specialty, that industry, that employer. But if you approach it in a fun and positive and exciting way, you're going to exceed your goals faster than you anticipated. I hope these career tips have helped. We have many, many more. We had 4 more previously this week. We love sharing advice. We have a growing list of mentors who share advice like this, but as well in the industry and your special or specific specialty. Take advantage of mentors. Take advantage of us. We are a resource. We love to help. We're here because we want to make you connected. And I'm also speaking to the employer out there. We want to bring you great talent. And through our certification process, we're making sure that that happens. Thank you very much for participating this week. It's been an absolute pleasure to be in front of you, to talk to you. The number of emails I'm exchanging with people right now are through the roof. We love it. Continue this. Now, this, like I mentioned a couple days ago, this is not the end of a goal or a path. This is actually the beginning. We want to take you on a journey. You may only stick with us for a few months, a few years, that's okay. Jump on our journey. You'll begin to receive emails from us. Our next workshop is going to take place next Wednesday at 4 o'clock Pacific. All you have to do is RSVP. I will put the event up on the website within the next 2 hours. RSVP, it's 4 o'clock Pacific. We bring in mentors, job seekers, students, and we just have a conversation. Next week, we'll probably touch a little bit on the Career Symposium and what lies ahead for us in future workshops, and we'll have a nice exchange. Thank you very much for everything, for being here. A personal thank you to our Board of Trustees for believing in this. And another personal thank you goes to my partner in crime, Eric Henry. Without Oz, this would never have happened. So Eric, thank you very much. And with that, I wish you the very best of weekends, everybody. Thank you so very much, and we'll see you very soon.